7 years old, I think. My family, we traveled from New Mexico to Independence, California to meet my grandpa. Or I was meeting him for the first time, anyways, and I had heard all this cool stuff about him. Like, he was this great artist, and like, my parents would show me products on the shelves in the grocery stores that he had designed the logos of. Like, the one I remember is the Pepperidge Farms logo. And so, anyways, we go and meet him, and I brought all my artwork to show him, and it was like a bunch of drawings of my favorite Pokemon and like anime characters and silly things like that. And I finally got the chance to show him during our visit, and I bring out my little folder full of drawings and hand it over and hold my breath as he looks them over, and he looks up at me and he tells me, these are all just copies, and there's nothing original here. And he asked me if I traced, and I was devastated. We left a few days later, and what I do remember is that on our way home, I told my parents, I said, Grandpa should have been nicer to me, because I'm going to be a better artist than he is one day. And so I guess that was kind of the start of my artistic journey. It was all out of spite. Yeah, it was a rough start, but it inspired me to just improve. And so I started, imitating other artists and experimenting with my own mediums and things. And I never really even touched digital media until high school, but when I finally got the chance to take a Photoshop class, I really fell in love with it. I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I don't even need to be able to draw. But I still wanted to do that, but I thought, wow, this is a whole new world. And so I stuck with it because it just was always something that didn't feel like work. And as I'm going on through my journey, I come across other artists that really stood out to me and really inspired me and probably influenced me in some way or another. And it sounds silly, but cartoons are a really big part of my life, and just character design, even their voices are so important. Like, they have to sound the way they act. And I really just felt like there was like a science to it, but it never felt like doing math homework or anything like that. It was always so cool to see the behind the scenes of how my favorite cartoons were made. And one of my favorite cartoons currently is it's called Steven Universe, and it was created by Rebecca Sugar. And I feel like she has this amazing ability to bring real world issues to light in such a way that even a child can understand. She's not saying exactly what's going on, but she gives an example, and you as a human being want the good guy to win, and you want to imitate the good guy, and her good guy is this little tiny chubby guy named Steven, and it's just so relatable. There's just nothing special about him. I just feel like anybody can relate to Steven, and it's amazing that she created that. Another artist is Izzy Burton. She just has such like a carefree way of expressing herself. I feel like she must just always like create her art in the sunshine, or like on pretty days. And I know that's not the case, but that's how her art makes you feel. And I told her that her art, I sent her an email. I said her art helps keep me, kind of keep those dark thoughts out of my mind. And I guess that like kind of hit a note with her, so she sent me a print and a little note and said that she hoped it made me happy, and so that's like constant inspiration to me. That's hanging near my desk. And I guess something else that has influenced me is just surrounding myself with like happiness and these cartoons and just things that bring joy to me. I mean, I have tons of figurines and prints and comic books and behind the scenes books and just things that I can look at, or I'm just constantly seeing as I'm in my room, and you know, it makes me feel constantly creative and playful, and it really brings me into that zone. That's when I get creative. I guess one of my weaknesses is that I always doubt myself. I look at my art and I think, oh my God, there's people that could have probably done this in 30 minutes, or that would have just done this way better, or, you know, this scrap. And our industry is so saturated, it makes me feel like I'm gonna have to do something crazy unique to even stand out. But one of my strengths is that I'm smart enough to know that everybody feels that way, I think, at some point at least, and that even if I'm not the next Todd McFarlane, I can make a difference for my family and in my world, and I find hope in that. One of the parts of this project was creating a website that displayed a few of our favorite pieces, and a logo I did for Petals for the Pack for UNM. I thought that one came out really cute and fun, and they really loved it too, so it made me feel great. Logo that I designed this year for the New Mexico DWI Coordinators Affiliate, and they liked it because I gave them a new slogan, and the logo kind of embodies the slogan, so it's really cool. The last design is just something that I did as an assignment for CNM, but it's probably my favorite CNM assignment. And it was creating an advertisement for a local business, so I chose Stranger Factory and created a cute little advertisement for them. And I think that I'm definitely in the right field, and if not, then I think I'm taking the right step. You know, I'm not sure if I want to be a designer or an artist, or, you know, work for some sort of t-shirt printing company. Who knows? I don't know. I think that I just want to do something that I enjoy, because so many people don't get joy out of their lives, and I just think, like, you know, what's the point? What's the point of even being here if you don't? So even if I fail, I think I'm on the right track to something, and I hope that I can bring some other people joy too. Thank you.